Girl, get up again. This is the episode that's going to talk about survival, caregiving. We are here and it's going to be raw. This is not just a movement, it is going to take you to the next level. So stay tuned. Welcome back to Girl Get Up Again. Today, this is an intimate conversation with one of my good realtor friends. And I'm going to say that this is not just about being realtors. This is about having a friendship. My friend Alicia and my girlfriend Alicia, this is something that is very near and dear to my heart. And she has had an experience that she's had to battle. I don't know her battle, but I know my mother's battle. And I would like for you all to meet Alicia. And she's beautiful. She's shining. She's glowing. The glow up is real, girl.
Thank you, Janie. And thank you for having me here. I'm happy to talk to you about this. This year 2025 has been a tough year for me. Started in February, I realized that I had a lump in my breast. And I really wanted to put it off. I really wanted to just pretend like it wasn't there, like it was nothing, and make it like no big deal. Finally, I decided to get a mammogram. And when I did, initially right off the bat, I could tell from the way that they looked at it, the way that the urgency in the way everything went after that it was something. So finally, when they called me, I just was in total disbelief because no one in my family, I really feel like I never even knew anyone that had breast cancer. So I just couldn't imagine that it would happen to me.
Right.
So it's been a battle all year.
Well, I'm going to tell you that you have kicked cancer in the butt, girl. I see you and like I said, when I started this, I have not experienced that on your end, but I have experienced it as a caregiver with my mom. And the thing with her is that she was in her 60s. And she is over 20 years now a survivor. And I tell her, don't claim it's not yours. You've survived it. You've moved on. For her, I think
That's awesome.
For her, I think that in her 60s, you know, when they removed 70% of one breast, I think she was in such shock that she didn't do research and she just wanted it out. And the doctor that did that removed a lot of the all her lymph nodes. So now it has become lymphedema. And people don't talk about it. It's one of those misnomers that let's not talk about it and it doesn't exist.
I kind of did where I didn't want to research. I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't really want to know more about it because I guess I was scared. And I kind of wanted to put it, you know, in the back of my mind and pretend like it didn't happen. Basically, my husband has told me that the kids kind of don't think that I had cancer because he said, you just went on with everything as if it didn't happen, as if you didn't have anything. I felt like that was the only thing that I could do.
Right. Because you were out there slaying the real estate. I'm telling you, you were slaying it. You were doing you. I would see you out there. And I think that was one of the healing processes for you is not to accept this and know that there's an ending to it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like my family stepping in the way that they did, it was unbelievable.
I know.
I had no
I saw
idea.
that.
I had no idea that I could even ask for help like that. I've never been the type of person to ask for even my mom to come over and help.
We're fixers.
Babysit. Yeah, right. Babysit, nothing. I just never did that with any of my children. So it's a total different experience for me. And it's actually been amazing for our relationship, my mom and I's relationship.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's really healed parts of me that I didn't know I needed to be healed. Just her showing up constantly for me and my kids, it's been unbelievable. And that gave me the opportunity to carry on, continue working. She did tell me all the time, please sit down, please lay down, please take a
Rest.
break. And I'm like, Mom, I can't. If I felt like if I did that, I wouldn't get back up.
Right. So you know you. So
Right.
you know what's
Right.
gonna. So you went through that in February.
Right.
So for me, I'm gonna take it back to 2024, December the 10th. I know that day. It's etched
Yeah.
in my mind when I went with my husband to the doctor, and they told us, like they tell you, like nonchalant,
Right.
like you have
no
cancer.
big deal.
No big deal.
Right.
And it is a big deal. It's a big deal because you need to process. And I think my husband is like you. I don't know if JD is like me as the caregiver, trying to make sure that you're resting, trying to make sure. It affected me. Like it really messed me up mentally.
I can imagine.
It did, because I'm seeing him, and this was December the 10th, and his uncle had just passed away. And so we're on the way. They tell us, and then we head straight to San Antonio to a funeral, right? So we're talking about it on the road, and I'm the one that has to tell his kids, his family. And so it put me in a different level, right?
Right.
As a spouse, one of the things for me was I handled my mom's. But this was 20 years ago.
Right.
And this was my mom. This is someone that I can count on and know that it's my duty as a daughter to take care of her.
Right.
But when it becomes your spouse, and I'm sure that JD will resonate with what I'm saying, is it's different. It hits you different, Alicia.
Most definitely.
It hits you different, and he doesn't understand that, and I don't know if you understand what it did to your husband, but for me, it took me mentally, it kind of wiped me out for a little bit, for months, because I'm seeing him doing all this, and I'm like, you need to rest, you need to do this, and he's I don't know if I told you, I almost lost him after his surgery.
Yeah, you did tell me.
So that, seeing him
Yeah.
disappear on me, and it wasn't the cancer that was going to take him out, it was the after effects
Right.
of it. It was the doctors not giving him medication when I took him home. It was the sepsis infection.
Right.
It was all of that. So as a wife, I'm seeing my husband deplete right in front of me, and doesn't
That's
want to go to
hard.
the doctor because he thinks he's fine.
Right.
And men think
They
they're
tend to
fine.
do that.
Well, men, you're not.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
just
they
saying.
definitely tend to do that.
Because we're more apt to say, you know what, I don't feel good. I need to go to the doctor.
I'm quick about it.
Yes.
I go really quick.
Yes.
Anything's wrong with me, I'm there.
Yeah.
Except for that biopsy. I did not want to do
Right.
that.
Well,
The
he
mammogram.
put off the biopsy. They gave him the biopsy. Well, he did the biopsy. He didn't want to get the results.
Yeah.
But we knew it was God was already telling us. He was
Right.
preparing us. So when the doctor just said, "Oh, you have cancer. It's stage 3. We can do A, B, and C, and A has this result, after effect. B has this after effect, and C, we do the all of it is gonna come back at some point," is what they told us. But if you remove it, you have a more chance of living longer.
Right.
And I've seen your battle. I've seen everything that you've gone through. And I'm like, man, Alicia's tough. You're one tough cookie, because
Thank
I
you.
see how you and my husband are like, let's just think. And I think if my roles were reversed, I probably would have been like you, like, let's just keep me busy. Don't let me sit. Don't let me be idle. And I admire you for that, because when I say you kicked cancer in the butt, girl, you did it.
I appreciate that, Janie. That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Initially, they told me that it was just in my right breast, and so I only needed to do the lumpectomy. So that would just be removing that area from that breast. I decided to do the double mastectomy just because I was scared, and I
Right.
just was like, I just get it all out. And turns out I did have it in the other breast, and I did have it in my lymph nodes as well. So it was a good thing that I
Good.
made that decision to go ahead and get both. The vain Alicia was like, no, I don't want to do that.
I know that, Alicia.
I've had boobs all my life.
But girl, you're glowing. You're beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But I'm glad that I did it. And I was just like, I need to be here for my family. I need to be here for my kids. And I can't stop. So they still need me.
Can't stop, won't stop. I'm going to slave doing it.
Exactly. And so that itself will keep you going.
It will.
Yeah.
It will.
And I mean, it's been rough, but like I said, I've had so much support. And even in real estate, everyone has my back.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, there's no reason not to keep pushing.
And I think that you have so many women, including myself, that are like, hey, I'll step in and do what you need to do.
Yeah.
This will take care of you.
Yes, that's how it went.
And I believe that that's one of the best things, and having that support and building your tribe, your village, your support system is so important.
Having great relationships. It's
authentic relationships, and you know who's going to be there for you, and who not to call, because you don't need any Debbie Downers when you're going through it. And we know a few of those, but those are some of the things that I'm like, geez, but I'm so grateful that you honored me here with your presence, because this was the most important episode. And saving it to one of the last ones is special for me.
Thank you, Janie.
Yeah.
It's really important for every one of us to stay on our mammograms, our checkups, just to take it seriously and not put it behind you, just because a lot of people think it won't happen to them. And now that I've had cancer, I feel like I know so many more people now that are being diagnosed with not just breast cancer, but different types of cancers. And before, it was like, I didn't know not a single person.
Really?
And no one in my family. I mean, just no friends, nothing. And now I find more often that people are being diagnosed.
Did they tell you where it came about? Because a lot of times I've heard that some of the when you get breast implants or you take hormones, or because I've done, I told you I did research with my mom, and at 60, she did not want to have reconstruction in her breast.
Right.
Now at 80, she'll be 85, and she's like, I wish I had done it. I'm like, girl.
Buy her the little bra with the padding.
Well, you know
in
what?
There.
We have that, but because she was so well endowed, it's kind of hard to.
It is
to fix it.
Mine's estrogen induced. So it's from the estrogen. So what they had to do was put me into menopause.
So were you on hormone replacement therapy?
I'm starting that.
Okay.
So right now I'm on tamoxifen, which is when I finish the radiation.
Right. That's the cancer, cancer medication.
And I'm actually going to start a new 3 medications instead of the tamoxifen, which my oncologist says it's going to be very hard.
Yeah. And
Lots of side effects.
I know that medication because that's the one my mom was on.
Okay.
But what they did for her was they did radiation first so that she wouldn't lose her hair. And then they gave her the tamoxifen.
Okay. So I did the double mastectomy, then I did chemo, and then I did radiation.
Okay.
And now I'm going to start those other medications.
Okay.
Yeah, and they said that it's a higher chance for it not to reoccur with those medications. But if I just can't handle them, then I'll go back to the tamoxifen.
Okay.
Now, for the hair loss, I did do the cold capping. That was hell.
Really?
It was horrible because I was at chemo for about 5-6 hours a day, every day, Monday through Friday for a month. And the cold cap had to stay on about 8 hours. So I would have to put it on on the way there, and it's freezing cold.
And
it's on dry ice.
Right. And then you
have to break it up, put it on your head. This was all to save my hair.
And then you said no.
It fell out anyway.
But I mean, with or without hair, Alicia, you're beautiful. You rocked it. And what I
Thank
liked is
you.
everyone supported you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. My sister cut her hair off. I was so mad at her. And she didn't do it in front of me because I wouldn't have let her do it. And I told her that. And she was like, I know. That's why I didn't do it with you that day. But the next day, she went and had her stylist shave off her hair. And it was
Yeah.
heartwarming for her to do that.
I'm like ecstatic that you're talking about it and that you're making a awareness of it, and I know October is breast cancer awareness month, but we're in the sweetheart month, the Valentine's month.
Right.
And people, especially women, young women, they don't really think about their breast.
Yeah.
No. And like you
I
didn't
put it
know
off for
anyone.
years.
You didn't know anyone that had it. And I've since my mom had her cancer, I've gone through 2 scares. But praise
my
God
gosh.
that
Yeah.
everything's been fine. I did it in my 30s and then in my 50s, and I'm fine. But one of the things is I have to be extra careful because my mom has had it.
Yeah, right. So you have to get checked more often.
I have to get checked more often, and after they did the biopsy, you have to go in 3 months,
Yeah.
and then it goes to 6 months, and then it goes to 9, and then it goes to a year, and then once you hit that year, you're like, yes, thank you,
Right.
Jesus, But it's important for us as women to not only educate ourselves, but educate. You have daughters,
Yeah.
and I have nieces, and for us, that's one of the important things. So I'm gonna urge women that are out there
Definitely.
that if you've never had a mammogram, it doesn't matter if you're in your 20s, because there's some girls that are younger than
Yes.
20,
Yes.
and they have had breast cancer. My cousin had it in her 20s, breast cancer. And I know that cancer for me runs in both sides of the family.
Wow.
But I'm breaking that generational curse.
Yes.
I'm like, no, not
Right.
me, not this generation or other generations, because
Some days that I went into the chemo rooms, I was the youngest person there. Then there were some days that there were girls younger than me that I could tell were like in their 30s. And I wouldn't have thought that either at that age. I mean, it's just so important to
It is.
it's a pain in the ass to get it done.
but get it done.
But why not know ahead of time so you can figure out
Yeah.
your plan and decide what you want to do, what's best for you.
It's easier to get squeezed like a pancake.
Right?
Which, speaking of, I have to go this month to do
Oh,
mine.
you better go.
Because I
Get it over
kept
with.
changing the anniversary. Before it was in October, and then I kind of waited, and now it's February.
Quit putting it off, JD.
I know. So now, I've scheduled it. It's this month, and I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna. I just have to do it, and you have because you talked about menopause and medically induced. I've gone through that.
I hadn't. I had no idea.
Girl.
Why didn't you warn me?
Well, I didn't know you were gonna have to go
It's
through
horrible.
that. You know what? It's horrible in the beginning,
Uh-huh.
but then
When does
after,
it end?
Well, it depends when you got it done.
Well, it's just the medication that they're giving me.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
no, mine was not medication. Mine was surgically removing parts that
Oh, okay.
I medically went through
Yeah,
it.
they didn't do that.
And for me, it was because of so much cancer in my family. I'm like, I don't need
Yeah,
this. I'm too
right.
old to have kids. Take it out.
Right. Yeah, that would be a good option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, that was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
And because mine was surgically done,
Uh-huh.
I literally went through it immediately.
Oh, that would be nice.
That would be so much fun, huh?
These hot flashes are not it.
Well, you're still going to have them.
Oh, really?
Even that, yeah. And I think a lot of it is in
Thanks.
what you eat and what you drink.
Uh-huh.
Alcohol
damn.
induces the hot flashes.
Well,
Wine does it
damn.
for me. I know. Yeah, like damn. But alcohol does that for me, especially wine.
Okay.
Wine does it. So, and I love wine, so I've had
Same.
to kind of stop the wine. I'm not a wine anymore.
Did you switch to something else?
did.
What?
I switched to lemon drop martinis and espresso martinis.
Oh, you were already doing that.
We've had some of those, Alicia.
We have.
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
had-
but that's good to know.
it is. Yeah.
Because
So
I didn't know that had
the wine.
played any part of it.
a huge part.
Okay.
A huge.
All
and
right.
and the reason I found out is because I went to the doctor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, Alicia, I am so grateful that we're here. And
Same.
I
I'm
hope
super
that
grateful.
for season 2, you'll come back and give us your story on where you're at.
Okay. I'd
All
love
right.
to.
So, girl, get up again because Alicia can do it. You can do it. And thank you so much for joining us. And stay tuned for our next episode, the finale.